Good morning, everybody. Right around 10:30, June the 17th. It's going to be a beautiful day here in Tennessee, probably somewhere around that 90-degree mark by the time 1 o'clock gets here. But I thought it was a nice time to get out and take a walk. Got some chores done up around the house. Got the greenhouse taken care of for the day. So you guys probably remember this path here. Yeah, you'll have to excuse the road traffic. You guys probably remember this path here from all the way back last year in maybe one video or so, and then Donna and I walked off down the hill in the snow back in the winter. And I've got another little path over here that I cut last year also. This little path here is cut straight to the pond on the far corner. Well, not exactly straight. Had to put a little bend in it. That was the only two I had. And at one point in time I walked with you guys around the property, kind of scouting out what I wanted to do at the beginning of this year. I've taken a few videos so far, but technical issues have kept me from putting them online. So I started out this year going down this way. Y'all want to go for a little walk? Pretty good portion of this path was cut right along where the critters was walking anyway. I just kind of picked the line I wanted. And I've kept it mowed since the field was all about 6 to 8 inches deep. I cut the path here at give or take 4 inches. I'm taking me there a whole lot into this consideration, but I got to take my little friend Spike into consideration too. This was just a nice little spot. All the old thorns growing up in the cedar tree. Just cleared the ground out a little. You can see a lot of it is coming back. Here again, just following the critter tracks pretty much to start out with. And it gave me time to look around and see where some different little patches of stuff were. Like this nice little bunch of blackberries going to be right there. And maybe right over there too. Used to be an old barn set there years ago. Nice little oak tree. Trying to get her started. Probably won't make it past the fall bush hog session. This little cut here takes you around and right back up behind the small pond. You guys already been there. Let's head on off this way. This would be pretty much a northerly direction right now. Always something to see. These paths have made a pretty decent little place for the critters to not get over in the briar patches too. So if you want to take a picture of a critter out here, just set your camera up somewhere along this path. Feeling pretty spry this morning. Humidity's been down for a few days. I think we're in for some rain tomorrow. I widened this little spot out just because I guess come on about noon time, from then on the rest of the afternoon This little spot stays in the shade. Actually, right now it's probably, yeah, maybe I won't stretch it to 10 degrees, but it's a few degrees cooler down here in the bottom than it is up at the house right now anyway. Lots of little cedar trees. Got a couple that are fairly old and still in good health. The main part of the property is kind of what you see right there in front. Got oak, maple, pretty much scattered everywhere. A few limbs and sticks to pick up after last week. I'm going to stop and just look around right here for a minute before we go on down the path. This little spot right here will shade just about all day in the summer. Hope I'm not making you guys dizzy with the bad camera action, let's say. This was just kind of a clear spot. Everything doesn't grow up very tall here. Path straight ahead goes around the backside of the pond over to the getaway camp. Let's walk down the hill. The owner bush hogs once a year for sapling control, pretty much. Doesn't do much for the briars. Might actually help spread them out. Big pond's pretty much covered in the fern right now. I don't think we have much algae. Me walking up talking, not much of a chance of a turtle staying on a log or on the edge of the bank. But I'm not exactly sure of the genus and species. I was told it's the same stuff they breed to make biofuel out of. And where this grows, it kind of shuts the sunlight off for any of the algae to get a foothold. Just a real nice day for a walk. Still a little breeze, not much yet. It's supposed to be a little windier this evening when the front starts coming through. This was kind of an alternative path for when the pond gets up and stays up. Also adds just a little distance. If we're looking for mileage on the trail. Back to the house. Yeah, let's walk down to the pond. The path also comes across there. We've had guests over a few times and come down and sit in the evening. Midday sun here is pretty bright, but by 1:30, 2 o'clock, you're back in the shade. Gets noisy down here just before dark and a little after. Got a real big crop of peepers this year. We're about 110 yards, give or take, just a little from the house down here. I cut through there earlier, and then I kind of let it grow up. I didn't really want to tend with the other side till winter time, but that'll be the alternate route into the getaway camp, which needs a good weed eating today, maybe. This is the best spot on the place to hang a hammock. Little dogwood there on your left, maple on your right. Excuse me. Not exactly the most level place on the property, but good place to hang a hammock. That entire spot all the way down through there is nothing but blackberries. And I'm going to have to cut a path into the other side for us to be able to really get to them, because the rest of this is right out here so scattered you can't walk to it. Maybe I'll cut some paths. This was a little shortcut I mowed from the house over to here, off the main path. And I've got to get the lively lad down through there before I can mow down through there again. Let's walk on up around this way. It only takes Spike and I about an hour, sometimes an hour and a half. I slow down a lot and just kind of ride through with the mower blade turning. So we walk on up the hill here. We come out not too far from where I was sitting in the very beginning. And I don't think I'm going to walk all the way up to the field and back over to the house this morning. Just going to kind of linger here for a minute and say thank you, folks, for coming along with me today. Hope you enjoyed the little walk. I do, just about every day. This, it really beats trying to get out and walk somewhere to get some exercise when I can just come out of the house and mosey off down through the field. Kind of nice. You can see I'm not too far. And a couple of briar patches between here and there. And I'm going to walk back down to the pond, I think. Oh, let me catch it, Ooh. I heard something rustling a few minutes ago, but there she goes. Careful, darling. She's got to cross the road up there yet. Well, I spoke too soon. There comes Bambi. Anybody else? Anybody else crashed here last night? Okay. Yeah, I'm going to walk back down to the pond, hang out for a little while. And just enjoy this day. Once again, thanks for coming along, everybody. I would imagine that most of you have seen my walking stick here. Thank you, James. Old school with a modern twist. You guys check him out. Folks, you guys have a great rest of the day. And until next time, just waiting for the next big adventure.